Hey everybody, I'm here in Carl's room in the ICU, and it's been a bit difficult. Every doctor has a unique approach, and the doctor we saw today is lovely and professional. But for the first time, he brought up all possibilities, including what we had not considered, which is that Carl may not recover and may have to go into some sort of assisted living situation if they can't get him to respond better to their commands. That's a bit scary. Now, I want to be clear that does not mean that's what's going to happen. Doctors do what they need to do. They explain what the possible outcomes are, and that is a possible outcome. Every other doctor we've talked about and we talk with indicates that the chances of him making a recovery are great because of Carl's physical health. He's an athlete. He's a pretty healthy little dude, and also because of his age. But he's still not responding to commands yet. That could be one of two things. Anybody who knows my son knows that, one, he cusses like a sailor, and number two, he is defiant at times, ask any teacher he's ever had, and he can just be stubborn. So it could be that. I suspect that it's the propofol drip that he's on to help keep him comfortable, and his body could just rest and take time to heal. But my understanding is they're going to try him on something completely different and see if they can get him to wake up a bit. They're also wanting to see about taking the tube out of his mouth, but they may do the little tracheotomy thing where they have the tube that would just go in here. It would be more comfortable, allow him to breathe on his own, but then they could give him oxygen if necessary. They've also talked about even just taking the tube out and then let's just see what happens. The only risk is that if he doesn't respond well, they would have to reinsert the tube, and that could be difficult because of potential swelling or damage to vocal cords, and there's all kinds of things. So we just have to continue to be patient and wait. A positive note is, in case you didn't see my message this morning, the drainage tube is out of his brain, and his brain pressure is good. That's positive. He does move his arms and hands with purpose to scratch his face, to fluff a pillow, to grab his Pikachu, to hold our hands. So he's responding. That's why that response from the doctor was a bit off-putting, the thought that he may be like this the rest of his life when we see positive signs. But the doctor was just doing what he has to do, and I understand and respect that. He has the neck brace off, so the MRI showed no significant damage to his neck or to his spinal cord, so they felt comfortable taking that off, and he looks like he is a little bit more comfortable. But the next big thing is getting the tubes out of his throat so that he can 100% breathe on his own. That's kind of where we are. I mean, it still could be weeks to months before he comes out of this and out of the ICU and can go into a regular room or start getting treatment at home. We don't know. But then we also know how prayer works, because it's very well possible that we could come back up here tomorrow and he is suddenly awake and doing well. All of you who are praying, and I'm talking about people from all over the world, my business contacts stretch as far as Hong Kong and Bulgaria and Israel, the UK, South Africa, and all over. There are people from various religious backgrounds, various cultural backgrounds, tons of churches around here and denominations. We're a divided world, and sometimes people get things in black and white that you're Democrat, Republican, liberal, conservative, Christian, Muslim, Jewish, whatever. You all know me. I respect and love everybody, and we're getting those prayers and those efforts at positive thoughts and encouragement from people all over the U.S., all over the world, from various religions, and we are so thankful for that. Prayer does work, so please continue to keep Carl and our family in your thoughts and prayers. Our children are having a hard time with it, as you can imagine, and it's amazing how kids can fuss and not get along when they're at home. But then when one of them gets hurt or gets sick, they're always the first ones to rally around and defend the one who is in need. And that's what's happened to our son Carl. His siblings have rallied around him. So I'll wrap this up and just say thank you. We'll post an update tonight when we hear from the nurse, and then tomorrow, I'm not sure what tomorrow will hold, because I believe that WGHP Channel 8 is going to interview Aaron and a couple of the kids, and WXII Channel 12 has asked to interview me, and I've agreed. I just don't know what day and time, but I'll let you guys know. So thank you so much. We appreciate you. God bless.